Hey, so, oh jeez. um, so I just, not too long ago, I just finished filming, a therapy session with Robin, and Uriel was there to support, and I definitely had a good breakdown. And so I knew I wanted to do something that was lighter, to kind of balance that out. And I was kind of getting the idea that I knew I wanted to talk about dreams that I had had with Robin. And then as I'm sitting here, I finished filming and I'm sitting here, and three waves of geese, Canadian geese, flew straight in V formation, flew like straight over top of me. And, oh gosh. Um, and, like literally, it was like one V formation wave and then a second one and then a third one. Right, literally over top of me, and they were loud. There was a bunch of them. And as that was happening, it hit me that I had had a gross but interesting dream. I don't know if you could see them. I don't know if you're able to see them. I think I might have been in the way. I don't know. But look, I'm about to talk about it. And I just had another V formation. That's the fourth one. 4 is a very special number. As I'm talking about it, another flock just flew over me. Ha! Oh, it's so cool. Okay, so it's gross, but once you actually know what it is, it's really cool. And I'm really excited. So I'm going to tell you this dream, and then I'll talk about a few dreams that I've had with Robin Williams. So as the first flock had flown over me, it's why it feels so funny saying that for some reason. The first flock flew over me. I remembered that I dreamt last night that it was me and a bunch of other people, no one specific, but I'm getting, okay, you're saying yes, the collective. That's so exciting. Okay, that's really exciting. So the collective, it was me and the collective, the mass collective that's rising. We were outside, and I know there was like mountains around us. Mountains are like really big, not hills, but maybe not mountains, something like in between. I don't know what that would be called. I feel like I sound really dumb right now. But so there was some of those around us, but it was mostly just like trees everywhere. I had called it when I messaged a few friends about this, and I called it a forest, but I guess you could call it a forest, but it just feels better saying trees everywhere. I don't know. And it was like, okay, now this is where it's going to be gross, okay, but it's when you find out what it means, it's really cool. So just bear with the grossness for a second. So it's me and all of us, the mass collective consciousness that's rising right now, all of us who's rising, okay? We're in just as I'm about to say it again, they just flew over me. We're in the forest, or a bunch of these trees, and it was like the birds had pooped so much that like the trees were excreting it, and it was dripping all over us. Like we were just covered in white bird excrement that was just dripping, excreting, falling from the trees. But we knew that it had come from the birds. It came from the birds, and it was so much from the birds that it was like, it was almost like the trees had also absorbed it and it was excreting it. Like it was literally coming from the trees, off the trees, but it all came first from the birds. And we couldn't get away from it. Like no matter where you went, there was a tree somehow, a piece of a tree covering you, and you were getting dripped on it constantly. I was covered, and I remember there's like a blotch here, like all over myself, dripping, and it was all of us were covered in white bird excrement that was coming from and off these trees that had come from birds. And I just, excuse me, I just remembered that as that first flock of the V formation Canadian geese flew over me. And I was like, oh, what was that? What did I experience last night? What did we experience? And I looked it up, and I'm going to share it. So I'm going to, yeah, I'll post the link to the explanation, I to the website that I picked to see the explanation. I'm going to post that link so you can actually read it for yourself. But the basic idea is that when you dream about stepping in poop, or like, it's specifically like the part that I've just read was about bird poop falling on you, is about coming into like financial abundance. You're going to be financial abundance, financially stable, financial, like money, wealthy, financial. I'm telling you guys, something big is coming. I just got confirmed from Uriel. I'm allowed to say that, but I can't say more. Something big is coming. That something big was supposed to happen, like I said, back when I was in high school, but something else not good ended up happening. But it was also kind of, there's other reasons why it happened too. Kind of not the right timing. Things needed to be pushed a bit further for others who hadn't seen the light yet to see. Yes, I got it. Okay, Uriel said, yes, I got it. But now's the time. Oh my God. We're all going to be okay. We're all going to be more than okay. If you're stressing, if you're losing your house, if you're in debt, if you don't have a job, if you can't find work, stop worrying about that stuff as best you can. Put it out of your mind and just focus on the fact that you're going to be more than okay, and it's coming fast. Especially if, like I said, I know I keep talking, I have to say it again, and I follow her for a reason. Amanda Ellis just the other day posted, throughout this next year, we're going through a wormhole. Where we're headed, we can't be in debt and be evicted and not have stuff and money and blah, 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 blah. I had that dream for a reason. I remember that for a reason. I remembered it while the birds are flying over me for a reason. And then we had birds fly over me again as I was starting to talk about the dream for a reason. As I brought up the dream, and then as I actually started talking about the dream. It's all real. It's happening. We're going to be okay. We don't need to worry. And one of my friends was telling me this morning, well, I was listening to her messages this morning. She'd been telling me about something that had happened, a realization that she had that had kind of taken away all the knots in her stomach and that stress, and just, it was taken out of her and it didn't come back. And I had just said to her, I haven't had that moment, and I would really like that to happen for me. I think that was my moment. I just need to hold on to it. I need to remember it, hold on to it. My dreams are not just dreams. And I had that dream last night for a very good reason. I'm going to be okay. You're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. We're already okay. We're already there. Thank you. Thank you. I'm thanking God, Source, my team, everyone for that dream, and for allowing me to remember, helping me to remember, letting us know that it's time. It's time. It's time. It's happening. We're going to be okay. We are okay. Oh, that is so cool. Seriously, check out the link and read it. Read it. I'll either put the full link or I'll put a screenshot. One or the other. Or both. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. I just know this is really awesome. Well, if I screenshot it, it's going to be with my group on Facebook. So if you want to check that out, it's Learn, Laugh, Love. Okay, hang on. I'm a little cold. I'm gonna put another layer or get a blanket or something, and I'll be right back. Guys, this is awesome. Okay, hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, so so I'll tell you about the dreams that I can remember that I've had with Robin. So my experiences, I guess, with Robin while I've been sleeping would be a good way to put it. I know that I have mentioned before that when he first started coming to my dreams, or at least, oh, now I'm getting it. He was coming to me before that, but I only started becoming aware that he had been coming to me, which I just realized now, a couple years after he had transitioned back to his original energy form. And I'm getting it is because of the fact that, yes, okay, I am getting it's because of the fact that my team wanted me to know that it was real and it wasn't just because I was grieving and I was trying to comfort myself. It was, they didn't want me, I didn't want me, we didn't want me, thinking it was like a psychosomatic thing. So I didn't start becoming aware. My blocks about it didn't start coming down, and I didn't start becoming aware of it until a few years after, when the pain that I had started to subside. And then I knew at that point, for me, it was like, I was like, well, these dreams aren't just like because I'm sad and I'm like just trying to feel better. I'm like, this is actually him coming to me. And I was questioning it, but I knew. I just needed that confirmation because I was just like, Robin Williams would be coming to me in my dreams? Really? Like he would. And then that's when I came across videos of him being channeled, and he was like, I'm there. And he's like, I play in many shows at one time. He's with a lot of people, and it's for very good reason. You find out another piece of who he really is. Makes a lot of sense. Sorry, he's... I couldn't ignore it anymore because I stopped ignoring it. He's tickling my big toe. And then it's like, because I acknowledged it, I stopped ignoring it. He was like, really went after it. So those dreams, when I first started realizing that he was visiting me or with me, because he wasn't just visiting, he's with me like all the time. He's been with me since I was a baby. Because again, with the way time works, it's, he would have transitioned home, and then basically what had happened was he transitioned back home to his original energy form, and he saw me like sitting there, like basically, well, he remembered who him and I are to each other, and then he saw me sitting there in my room and just karaokeing with him and everyone around me, not realizing, and he was like cool and was just like with me since, he was saying, yeah, baby, before you were born. So those dreams, when I first started becoming aware, it was very much from what I remember, just him and I would be sitting in a room, just sitting there talking. I know there was times he would definitely try to make me laugh, and he would be on and funny, but what I really remember is those moments where we were just sitting there and we would just talk. And it was just warm, kind, loving, wise, gentle. It was Robin Williams. So one of the dreams that I had, so now we're going to go into dreams that I've had more in the past year, because those have become really strong now that I actually know when I've went through my shift. But so there was one dream where I was walking with my one bestie, and we were walking kind of near her place, and and we got to a set of lights at a fork in the road, and it was interesting because I don't know if there's actually a sidewalk there, because I think where we were crossing was actually off of a highway, or it was one of the corners near the highway, one of the crossroads near the highway. But it doesn't really matter. It was at a fork in the road, and we were standing at a set of lights, and we were waiting for the walking sign to turn on that we could cross. And a man walked up behind us to wait to walk across the street also, and I kind of like glanced behind me, and I kind of like did a double take, and I was just like, holy shit, looks like Robin Williams. And I turned to him, and I was just like, do you know you look just like Robin Williams? And that's all I remember. I think he might have like giggled, and I think I remember him like giggling, and like that's all I remember. The one dream that I had, this is a thing for some reason that people have with some of their spirit guides, especially their main ones, I guess, or spirit that's close to them, where they don't realize that they know that they're being watched. That the person having the dream doesn't realize that the person in the dream can like see them, or vice versa. And then you realize you can see each other or something. And that's kind of what happened in this one. So I just remember I was in this building, and it was in like the foyer. And so there was the foyer, which was like a square room. And then, so we'll say, so there's a foyer, which was like a square room. And then we'll say in the middle of the room was a couch that was like this way, not this way. It's like this way. And we'll say back here near the end of the room was like a hallway going like this. But it was like, there wasn't any doors here. It was like open. But then like there was like a wall. Like you couldn't see the hallway going this way. But so it was like a square room. So it was like a square room. And then a hallway going like that. So there would be walls. So this would be like walls. And this would be like an open doorway. And then this would be like the square room. Like literally there's no hallway into the hallway. It's just an open doorway. Anyway, so we're sitting there. I'm standing there, and I notice that I'm like standing with like, it seems like it's like a bunch of reporters or like business people. And all of a sudden, and I realize that they're what they're saying, and it hits me that Robin Williams is coming, and he's going to be coming. So I'm like standing back in the hallway area, in like right near the opening like of the door. Like if you're standing in this square room and you looked at the doorway, you could see me standing there. And so I'm standing there, and I realized that Robin was going to be coming, and I think he's going to be coming down the left part of the hall, which makes sense because this is the side. That would make sense because it's the side that Robin's usually on this side, and Uriel's usually on this side. Interesting. If they're going to be on certain sides of me, it's usually Robin this side, Uriel this side. That's cool. So it was like, if I remember correctly, it was when I'm facing the wall on the back of the hall, it would have been this side that he was coming down. And I realized he was coming, and they were going to be interviewing him and stuff. And I was like, oh, I got to get out of here. I shouldn't be standing here. So I was like, okay, I want to see him, but I don't want to get in the way. So I'm like, I'm going to go sit on the couch. And so I go sit on the couch, and I'm just waiting, and because I start to see him walking down the hall towards the people I'm standing with. And I was like, okay, time to go. So I go and I sit on the couch, and I'm watching, and, I think I see him walk up to the group of people I'd been standing with. And then all of a sudden, it was like my attention wasn't on the people anymore. And I'm just sitting on the couch. And then all of a sudden he pops up. So I'm sitting on the couch. And I'm like sitting on this end of the couch, and he pops up from this end of the couch. And he's like, hi. And I was like, oh my God, hi, or whatever. I don't even remember exactly how I reacted. I was just like, ah. I was like, oh, hi. I think I said, oh, hi. And he comes around, he sits down on the couch beside me. And he just like kind of leans back and he just like was looking at me, smiling at me, and of course not saying anything. My team likes to make me feel awkward, and he's just smiling at me, and I'm just like, and I like freeze. I don't say anything. I'm like frozen. And he teases me and he's like, well, you seem really excited to see me. And I was just like, and then I like turned and looked at the back of the couch and was like, I am, I'm just blah, blah, blah. And that's all I remember with that. I'm trying to think of the one that I had recently. Well, other ones. The one that I know I had recently, actually, I think I just had one. I'm pretty sure I had one last night, the night before. I know I did. I don't really remember. I don't remember anything of it except for the fact that Robin and I were talking, and that's it. And then the one before that I had recently, and I really, and I think actually this was a reflection of that one too. Yes, the one that I had recently was a reflection of this one. Because this one I really enjoyed. It was just Robin and I were just walking. I think we were walking around outside, and all I remember is we were walking, and what I really remember is holding his hand and what his hand felt like. And I just remember thinking, and I know he would have heard it. I'm so embarrassed. I remember thinking, his hand is so soft, and it was, oh my god, his hand was so soft, like the palm of his hand was so soft. And I just remember thinking of how soft his hand is, and then thinking about how I'm holding hands with Robin Williams. And we're walking. I'm walking and holding hands with Robin Williams, and his hand is so fucking soft. I'm very blessed and very lucky. Thank you, Robin, for everything. Thank you for everything. These are happy tears. These are good tears. It just... Like I've said before, I love him so much, but it's not even... Love doesn't even describe it. I can't... I really wish I knew what the human word was for what's beyond, above love. Because there's something above love. I don't know what it is, but it's beyond. And that's absolutely what I have for him. His energy, whatever he is. Thank you. Robin, thank you. He just showed me he just showed me Genie. When Genie's hugging Aladdin, it's like a big hug over Aladdin. But then he popped me. I saw it first with Aladdin, but then he popped me in Aladdin's place. And he's thanking me. And he's saying he loves me. And he's saying he loves you guys. And he's giving you all a big Genie hug also. He's pointing out that I have this blue sweater for a reason. He's pointing out that blue is one of my favorite colors for a reason. Multiple reasons. So, yeah, those are some of my really cool, well, I don't know if you'd call them really cool. For me, they're cool and they're beautiful. Some of my dreams that I can remember with Robin. Well, the dreams I can remember that I've had with Robin, my experiences that I've had with Robin while I've been asleep. And the dream that I had with last night. It's all happening, guys. I'm so excited. I can't wait. I can't wait to see where we're going to be in a year. I can't. You know what I just hit me what I was about to say. I was about to, that's not even thinking. This is really good. This is very good. This is very good that I'm about to say this and I actually feel this and I need to hold on to this. It just hit me. I was just about to say, and I still need to say it. I can't wait to see where I'm going to be in 6 months. I've been terrified up until this moment. Switch. Thank you. I love you all. Be excited. It's all happening. Have a wonderful now. It's all happening. All right. Apparently, we're supposed to watch Almost Famous. If you haven't seen it, go watch Almost Famous. Yeah, I need to watch Almost Famous. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Hi, I love you. Oh, he's giving me a hug. Philip Seymour Hoffman just popped in. He's hugging me. Aw. I really love him too. He's in Almost Famous. So he's saying it's all happening. He's saying he loves me. And he's saying he loves you guys. All right. I love you all. Be excited. Be happy. Go laugh. Have a wonderful now.